Why are you breathing into the mic like that?
Yeah, as it started, eh?
You hadn't breathing the whole time, and then it's like,
You know what happens? I've noticed this. Like we're sitting there watching a movie, and then like I just go, like I forget to breathe sometimes.
Oh, you forget it.
Like I legit forget to breathe.
But you never forget to eat, though. That's funny.
I got my priorities straight, you know.
I found a good. This is gonna sound crazy. I found a good natural. You know, in Laval,
Yeah.
Saint Martin, was this like a Tao Alimenta from the outside. I thought it was like some Asian place, but it's like health food. And I went in. It's all organic stuff, but it's cheaper than Metro.
What?
Yeah, I thought they made a mistake on my bill.
Really?
Yeah, I went. I was like, she missed something.
Is it local? Maybe that's why.
No, it's just I don't know. I guess that's all they do. So like Metro's really fucking people over. Like organic meats, organic. Dude, I went. I got mushrooms. Let's say a pack of mushrooms, like organic, $1.50. Bananas, a pack of it was $2.30 something. All the stuff I was getting was really cheap there, and it was all the organic stuff that I would try to get at Metro, and it would cost me so much more. Same thing with the meats and shit.
What?
Yeah. So I was like, I'm going there now.
We've known the supermarket chains here have been screwing people over for the longest
But
time.
Metro's overdoing it, bro.
Like,
It's like
there's no way a bag of cherries is $25.
Is that how much you're charging for cherries?
I think 3 years ago I saw it at 18, 19. It must be 25 now. A bag of cherries. Like, it's so insane that you would like.
Popping a cherry is expensive.
Like, I guarantee you, it doesn't cost them more than $3 a bag.
That's crazy.
You know, and they're charging $25 a bag. And we've been seeing this a lot lately, the real cost of things and how we've been getting screwed over for the past years. Like, but look, this isn't the same because food is a necessity, but like, look at luxury brands. I mean, real luxury brands, like $40,000 for a bag. What was the
Even
one I
that
was
bothers
looking at?
me. The Louis Vuitton stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Like, I would, and then like I get made fun of because I'll buy fake shit, but then like it lasts as long. You know what I mean?
It's all the. I was walking. My girlfriend showed me like the Louis Vuitton. She goes, "Oh, that's my dream purse." And I go, like, girls apparently have dream purses, and it says Louis Vuitton one. And I'm like, really? And I go, how much would that cost? And it's like $3,000 or more. And I looked at it. I was
insane.
like, that's gonna continue being your dream purse. That's. Gonna,
But it's so insane, dude. Like a Birkin bag, I think 30. They did the cost breakdown and they found the leather that they source.
yeah, no. It's not. My problem isn't that it costs 3 or 5 or 10 grand. My problem is that it doesn't really cost that. That's my problem.
Like if the bag was 33 grand and it cost, even if it costs 10 grand to make, I'd be like, fuck, I get it. You know what I mean? 3 times the price. Okay. But the bag costs $1,400 to make.
It does not cost $1,400 to make.
$1,400
To make a bag? 1,400?
The one that costs 33,000. Yeah, it costs 1,400.
No, not 33,000, bro. 3,000.
No, 30. No, there's. I saw a bag recently, a video, a Birkin bag. I think $33,000.
$33,000 for a bag.
And it costs them $1,400. Now, here's the thing: they use all the premium materials. They've had people dissect them. Then they go to the source.
The ratio is different, but if the bag is $3,000,
Yeah,
and it costs $140 to make,
it's still insane.
it's still the same, bro. Don't charge $500.
Yeah, but why do you think they do this?
It's all mental. You feel prestigious. You feel like I want this. It's hard to get because it's hard to get. You want it more. Like you're not gonna like. Let's say as a guy, you're not gonna go with the girl that everyone's fucking banging.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy. You're like, well, everyone, you know,
Yeah.
you have to have some limits. You know.
Yeah.
So same thing with a product. You're like, I want it prestigious. It's hard for me to get it, so I'm gonna have to work to get this. But when I get it, it's gonna mean something.
Like I'm all for high quality.
Yeah,
as well,
same thing with
right?
cars. You know, there's certain cars that are fucking expensive, but they're nice and you want them. If you had the opportunity, you had the money, you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna have this. It's mine's prestige. It's hard to work. It was hard work getting it. That sort of thing.
I know.
Like I could see why. Like there's some stuff that I want that are more expensive that one day, if I could afford this, I would get it. I get it. But I also know many times I'm getting ripped off.
Look, there's some stuff that I understand they have to keep a certain exclusivity.
Shirts. I know our shirts when we get dress shirts like that one, I know they're expensive.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm getting ripped off. I know how much it really costs to make it. But I still am like, I like it. I'm going to fucking pay
But
for it.
this shirt is going to last forever. This shirt, I think I paid $2 for it.
It's not going to last forever.
Well, it's gonna
Nothing, nothing lasts forever.
No, but this brand, it's a known brand. It's a Spanish company or a Portuguese company.
Yeah.
And they're known their clothes.
Bro, even Portugal and Spain are not gonna last forever. Bro.
Well, they've lasted this long.
But now once it becomes Portugalistan and everything, they're not gonna last forever.
Portugalistan, Hispanistan, Frankistan.
It's already Frankenstein.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah.
But like I bought a bag, right? Full leather. I'm sure it doesn't have all the most premium materials. Or like that leather jacket I bought. Remember the one that I made custom made?
That one is insane.
Look, I paid $6.
That's a good deal though for a custom jacket of that caliber.
But like if you go, because it's the jacket in the Starboy video from the weekend with a blue collar, you know, like if you go to the designer buy that, it was like 2,800 euros, which is like
$5,000. Jesus Christ,
$5,000. Yeah,
5-6 grand. Yeah.
5-6 grand. Bro, there's no way. Even if I had the money, where it's a drop in the bucket for me, I can't.
Well, did you remember me? I wanted to buy that rare Jurassic Park OVO Toronto Raptors jacket.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder how much this guy in my head. I'm like, maybe $800 for a leather jacket. I click on it, $2,500. I was like, that's not gonna happen, bro. Go fuck yourself.
I can't justify.
I can't. That's the thing is, I can't justify the purchase. Even if tomorrow you're like, here's $1 million, I'd be like, I feel like I'm getting ripped off.
I think it's because of the way we grew up as well. We grew up learning the value of money.
We grew up not knowing money.
well, yeah, but when we had it, we knew like, oh fuck, I gotta stretch this out.
$4 is not gonna buy a leather jacket. I gotta buy 2 slices of pizza.
Exactly, you know. So we're used to stretching the dollar.
Yeah. No, I just don't like getting. Me, it's more. I don't like getting ripped off. Even if I fucking become a millionaire one day, I won't like to get ripped off. I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm never gonna be frugal. I'm never cheap. Yeah. But I don't want to feel ripped off.
Yeah, we like exactly. I think that's the feeling. We like spending.
Yeah, it's just I don't like feeling you fucked me over. I like everything to be fair.
Yeah.
On the up and up. I feel like you're fucking me over. It's not gonna end well.
And like I'm of the logic where like I understand a business has to make profit.
Yeah, business.
You know what I mean? I don't expect a business to sell me something and they lose money. I don't like that either. Because then I feel like if I open my own business, I'm like,
I don't want people to fuck me over.
Exactly, you know. So I don't want that either, you know. And either way, if something is good and you take advantage of it and they end up losing money, eventually it won't exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's you can't have everything.
What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in a while.
Working.
Okay.
Well, not really working actually, but I've been working on myself.
Studying the meditational arts of the Orient.
I guess, yeah. I've been studying real estate.
Yeah.
I took my courses.
Nice.
Yeah, so
the courses, the shirt, the real estate, you're turning into a Moroccan woman. I can't wait.
Moroccan woman. It's so funny because I pictured it right away.
If you're in Montreal, you get what I'm saying.
So once I get my license, whatever broker you have, just
go to Poseidon.
Just go to me. I'm going to take care of you, you know?
Yeah. He's going to be able to afford way more shirts like this.
I'm going to be the Trump of Canada. Legit. Yeah.
Trump is, dude, the whole Trump thing is cool because Bill Maher, you know Bill Maher? So Bill Maher hates Trump. He hates all that stuff, but he went to meet him at the White House and was talking shit about each other. And then he talked about it on his show and people got mad at him because Bill Maher goes, I went in, I talked to him, he goes, it's all bullshit. He goes, the real Trump, he goes, he's a fucking cool, like calm, smart dude. This psychopath that he portrays for the media, like the TV of like fuck this and fuck that, is not the real person.
So you think he does this on purpose?
He proved that he does it on purpose.
Yeah.
So and people got so mad that he said that because he goes, normally politicians is they put this weird facade of the nice person, this and that, and behind closed doors they're psychopaths. He goes, him, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like he wants people in the media to hate him and be scared of him, to talk about him, or other countries to be nervous. He's going to pull it. But then when you talk to him, the real person, he's just a fucking cool dude. It's like he's going to work. It's like wrestling. He goes, and people got so mad at him for saying that. Bill Maher saying, but he's like, I have no reason. He goes, I'm just telling you the truth of what I saw was there.
Why would people get mad at him?
Because they built this whole thing about Trump and how you're supposed to hate Trump and you're supposed to, and if you're the left, because he's fucking left, Bill Maher. So if you're the Democrat and you're left, you're supposed to hate him, and he's psychopath, he's Hitler. And he goes, he's not Hitler. He goes, he's a fucking cool. That psycho doesn't live there. He goes, inside the White House is this guy. He's just a fucking normal. He's a cool dude. He goes, the shit he portrays is of an unhinged psychopath.
Yeah.
But then also the question that he brought up inadvertently, and that's the question I'm asking: what do you prefer? And it's a serious question. Most politicians we know behind closed doors, we find out these things about molesting or weird sex stuff, or they're just shitty people, they're rude.
Yeah.
Trump's the fucking opposite. In real life, he's just a cool dude, but he wants the world to see a psychopath. I don't know if it's the best strategy. Maybe it's better to not make the world think that you're a fucking lunatic.
No.
But I think there's something funny about the fact that behind closed doors, he's just a calm old man.
It is funny, but I think it just comes from the fact that Trump, innately, he was born to be an entertainer.
So that's what I thought the same
You
fucking
know what
thing.
I mean? He first of all, he is funnier than 99% of the comedians out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody drops jokes like Trump.
Because
Let's be honest, you know. So I think he's always had that bone. He's always liked it. So when he acts,
but is it the best strategy? What I'm saying is, as president, is it the most powerful country on the planet? Is it the best strategy to make everyone think that you might from one day to the next blow up Zimbabwe?
first of all, I don't think it's strategic on his part. I just think he's like, okay, I'm stepping into character now.
This is what I'm doing.
This is what I'm doing. I think
This is what I think a president should be.
No,
I'm gonna fucking bomb all of you.
not even. It's just like, okay, now I'm in entertainment mode.
But you're president. That's what I'm saying. Is why would your head go to entertainment
Yeah, but
mode?
you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
actually very
I
good.
think he just goes into this entertainment mode, and that's what it is. Also, it plays to his advantage because you keep everyone guessing.
Yes. No. The guessing is one thing, but it's funny. Like, he could have easily, in the media that hates him and calls him Nazi and Hitler, all that. If he had showed more of this side of him, and that side you saw, that's what Benjamin Tremblay, we were talking about it before.
No,
after
they
this
would have
podcast.
rattled him anyways.
No, but he said that side, he goes, what's funny is when he won, people are like, how did he win? It's because when he went to do the podcast run, when he did Theo Von, Flagrant, all that, the people actually watched the podcast with Joe Rogan. Not the sound clips. When you watch the full podcast, you actually saw the human. And when Theo Von was asking about his brother, like you actually saw a real human discussing, and you saw who the real one was, and you're like, oh, I fucking like this guy.
Yeah.
That's why he got those votes. People just say, people that are on the left that are like hardcore extreme, they think people voted for him just because he went on a podcast.
Yeah.
The people that voted for him, that changed their vote to him, are the people that watched the podcast.
Yeah.
And they realize, like, oh, this guy that I see, I like him, I'll vote for him.
Yeah.
They weren't looking at the media Trump.
Yeah.
That's why. So it's interesting. Yeah, people like real human beings.
Yeah, I especially that's in the coming age, you know, there's always this shift, especially since everything has been so fake these past 40, 50 years, longer. I think people crave authenticity more than anything nowadays.
Authenticity.
You know,
authenticity.
They want to
not just a bridge.
They want to see you crash out. People want to see you crash out.
Why do people want to see people fail? I've noticed that too.
No, not fail. But they also like to root for you on the way back up.
Yeah, but the fact that they want you to die is crazy to me.
Those are extremes, but most people, they want to see the human side of you where you're affected by stuff because they want to relate to you. I think it's a human condition. It's not that people want to see you fail. It's they want to see you be human as well, so they can. I think people want to be naturally compassionate. So I think it's all. It comes from a place where it's like fucked up, and you're like, why would you want that? But I think that person feels lonely, and they just want to see someone who's succeeded more than them or better than them or whatever. They want to feel like they can attain that as well, and because they want to feel like they want to attain it, they want to be able to relate to that person. If they can't relate, then they hate him. But then the same people will then cheer for that same person when he's down. You know how a lot of people hated Trump, and then they tried to assassinate him twice.
And then they're like, wait a second.
And then people were like, hold on, you know. And
people try to kill me too.
No, but people felt for him because
it's extreme. You're like, okay, I say you don't like the guy, but we're not going to shoot him.
Exactly. You know what? So I think there's that aspect that plays in people's emotions because you could change from one day to the next your opinion. Yeah. And people see it as like fake, but there's also growth that comes with it. Yeah. Your opinion can also get worse. You know, you could have like a traumatic experience, and then you backtrack on certain things.
I'm not trusting Pakistanis anymore.
You know what I mean?
They ruined my last meal.
So I think it's all just. I think it's all a clusterfuck, and we try to make sense of it, but we're not supposed to make sense of it. We're just supposed to fucking go with it.
Go with the flow. I think Poilievre is going to lose the election in Canada.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for sure.
Man,
right now, if it stands the way it is, he's losing.
Really?
Yeah, he's super far behind. He refused to do podcasts. I reached out to his people. There's like, it's very dumb. What he's doing is super, super stupid. He decided to do a podcast, and it was Olivier Primo, which isn't even a real podcast.
Who's that?
He's one of the richest guys in Quebec. He's owned Beach Club and all that. So he went on a rich guy's podcast to talk about his favorite poutine to prove to the common folk that he's a regular person.
That's weird.
Bro, it's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. Who's ever running his campaign might be like
borderline
retarded.
Yeah.
Like if we do an IQ test, it might come out to 47. Like it's completely retarded.
47.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like they're actively trying to get him to lose it.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Like unless Carney comes out and we find out that he was banging kids.
Well, he was on.
But there's no proof he was
on the
kids.
list. He was on the list.
A lot of people were on the list. Until those videos come out. Unless he has that and Paulie's like, wait till I launch this. I'm winning for sure. Unless there's that, I can't see him winning.
Look,
I think it's going to be a liberal minority.
Even though it disappoints me, I know where my vote is still going to go because I really do think Canada as a country needs a change of leadership.
Yeah, Canada does need. That's what I'm saying. They need a change, but now they're not being given an option because like everyone was like kind of like even people who were on the middle like, oh, come on, Paulie, give us something so I can vote for you. And he's doing nothing. He's like, no, I refuse to talk. I'm gonna put my tie. Like, fuck off, bro. I refuse to talk.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah, April 28th is the vote.
Vote. Yeah, I got my card.
But but they kind of cornered him. This was their strategy, I guess, politically.
No, the strategy politically, I can't believe he couldn't defend against it. They're just like, we have no more Trudeau.
Yeah.
What do you have? He's like, nothing.
You know why? Well, because that's how he gained his followers by attacking Trudeau. They removed Trudeau.
Trudeau was so bad.
Yeah.
Trudeau was so bad that he looked good.
He looked fantastic.
He looked fantastic. And then when Trudeau left, he had a chance to be like, okay, this is the other ideas I have. It's not just fuck Trudeau. Because everyone's like, fuck Trudeau. Trudeau's garbage.
Yeah.
Trudeau knows he was garbage, so he left to help his party. And then this guy said, all right, that's done. Let me move over to what my ideas are for the future of Canada. He just panicked. He just panicked, and he's like, he doesn't know what he's doing. So I was like, God damn it, dude. And then his people are telling him not to talk. He should be on podcasts. We should get to know who he is, what his ideas are. But it's all, and all the people that are
does
really
he like video games? What kind of porn does he watch?
No, not that.
It's a
just
joke.
what are your real? What's your real? I don't need you attacking the other. Who cares the shit what Carney says? What are you gonna do tomorrow? Day one, you're in charge of the country.
Yeah.
What's your plan? How are we getting out of this mess? What's going on with the states? How are we gonna rebuild our relationship with them? Our dollars, garbage, housing. These university students are finishing school and they can't afford anything. They can't even afford a proper apartment. What are we doing for them? What are we doing on taxes? That would be what would get him the election. That will win him the election. His real honest answers, and if they're tangible, and people will be like, okay, I want to vote for this for change. But he's not saying anything. So basically, whatever bullshit the media or the liberals accuse him of, he's not even coming out to defend it. Like they'll accuse him of crazy shit that's not even true.
Like what?
They'll be like, Poilievre wants us to be the 51st state. Poilievre actively said we're never going to be the 51st state. We're fucking Canada. But he won't even be like, I never said this. What are you guys talking about? No. He won't. He says nothing. He doesn't even defend crazy. Like it's nuts. It's like, let me try my best to lose this election. It's like he voted. It's like he put money. He bet against himself in Poly Market. So he's like he bet against himself winning. He's like, I'd rather take the money on the gamble. Like it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Unless he's got something up his sleeve. He might have something. You go to debates and he's like, yo, I got photos of this guy banging kids. Like, unless he has something crazy up his sleeve, he's going to lose.
Oh, do you think so? Imagine right before. No, but there's advanced elections also. There's advanced voting.
Doesn't matter, bro. The majority of votes don't go advanced voting. So
he's
debates.
Just trying
no, there's no advanced voting before the debates. The debates happen and then. So once he does the debates, if he had something, but he doesn't have anything like that, I'm sure he's listening to the wrong people.
And he's panicking.
He thinks it's the right thing. They're like, you're clearly losing in the markets. He's like, nah, we're fine.
What do you think about China?
As a whole, it's a big country.
Dude, I got to say, I'm actually impressed.
They're very suspicious people. They're suspicious of me. Every time I talk to Chinese people, it looks like he doesn't believe what I'm saying. And I don't know why. I'm being honest.
He always looks angry.
They're always like, always questioning everything I say.
Dude, I gotta say, I've been watching videos of Chinese people. You know, there's Tony, the LC sign guy. That's super
I like
famous.
that guy. He's so funny.
Dude, he's so hilarious. And first of all, he doesn't even realize how famous he is.
Let's get him on the podcast.
Amazing. Oh, I would love to get this guy on the podcast.
Work on that. Bring him in.
Oh, but it would have to be virtual because he's in China.
Okay, well, let's see what we can make happen.
But look, apart from the Chinese government, man, I think China's fucking awesome. I'm gonna say it.
China is awesome apart from the government.
Like, for
it's
real.
It's kind of like Canada. Canada's not a bad place apart from the government.
Dude, no. But you don't understand. Bro, they have city. You don't even know where the street level is.
Oh, I know that where they're so high, the gates,
and their tech
the
is
bridges.
Their tech is so crazy. I've been watching videos of their cities.
Did I send you the tech of the electric car that they have that puts ours to shame? He puts even our Audis to shame with the suspension.
That's
not bullshit.
No, it's
I
bullshit.
saw it.
I'm gonna explain to you what they do is they turn off the stabilization on the German cars.
Yeah.
And they make them run through the same thing.
I don't believe you.
But those German cars are known to be the best in terms of suspension.
To you, in your German Nazi way of thinking.
Also, those Chinese cars, I'm gonna say they are cool. Yeah. Incredibly unsafe.
You're saying that right now, but I don't know. You've never driven them. I haven't driven them.
No, but I've watched crash test videos, and they melt.
As they should.
They completely melt.
That's what happens when you crash.
The person the recent one that I saw was they do the old test with a truck where they run into the truck and the passenger side.
Yeah.
And you have Volvo where like it'll crumple.
Oh yeah, Volvo's amazing.
It'll crumple up the front end on the right, but then as soon as it hits the pillar, it bounces off the truck.
It's so strong.
It keeps the passengers safe, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you look at BYD or Zhang Wang, whatever the fuck these cars are.
Yeah.
You watch these crash tests, and the metal bumper of the truck completely melts one side of the car.
Yeah.
So everyone on this side of the car is in pieces.
Counter argument. There's a billion Chinese people, bro. They can afford to lose a couple.
No, but what I'm saying is if you want to bring those cars to market here.
Yeah.
And first of all, they're pushing the electric, and we know now that electric is not the future. First of all,
it's the dumbest fucking thing.
Yeah, and the automotive industry, if it wants to survive, manufacturers, they have to go back to the golden standard, meaning mechanical shift levers. Fucking like in your car, you know what? Get rid of 90% of the tech. Most of the shit is not even needed. Like I was driving a Mazda 3, which is a year older than yours. It was a rental, and I wanted to take off the collision warning and all this shit because like it just, first of all, you know the way that I drive.
Yeah, you want to collide with people.
No, it gets in the way.
Yeah.
It gets in the way
of your accidents.
It
gets in the way of me colliding. Don't warn me.
No, it creates there was.
This is how I like to drive. Yeah, when I'm done, there might be one headlight less, but there's also going to be 3 Indians less in the city. So let me do my thing.
It's a win-win. I mean, no, you lose some, you win some. You know? Nah, look, I drive a little erratic, and the fucking thing, bro, it throws you back into the lane.
Yeah, it throws you back. It does it to mine too.
That's insane. But then, like, I've calculated to squeeze between these cars.
If you turn my steering wheel
in the safest way possible.
If you turn my steering wheel, me too. I've almost crashed last night. I'm like, why are you turning my steering wheel, bro?
And I turn it off, and then lights come on the dash.
Okay, no, mine it takes the
but vibrates. You could turn it off.
Listen to this now. My car that pissed me off in the winter, and I'm gonna complain about this.
Oh man.
It has cameras everywhere, right? It's supposed to sense whatever. Bro, it snows a little bit, it loses its shit. It loses its shit, bro. And it says we can't do the auto. That's fine. But then the other thing that happened to me during a snowstorm, it gets confused, and you know your high beams, mine are automatic. Bro, they're randomly turning on and off, bro. It's losing its fucking mind. It's like you realize that the guy in front of me thinks I'm fucking with him.
There is way too much tech.
The guy in front of me thinks I'm trying to start a fight in the middle of winter.
My car, it rains a little or it snows a little, backup camera doesn't want to function anymore.
Yeah.
And then because I know it's because of the light that goes into the lens.
Yeah, it's getting confused.
It's just like
yeah. My fucking cameras in my car turns into a Jewish lawyer. It's like, like, what are you doing?
No,
calm down.
They've overdone it.
You're too anxious.
And like they're talking, and we know people want classic looks of cars. Like people love, I think it's a W124 from the Mercedes S-Class, that body style of Mercedes S-Class. They wanted that old body style with a little bit of new tech. Because the
I like your body style.
Golden age of cars was 2008 to 2019, 2020. And then it's just been a shit show. It's so insane that like, for people that don't know how to drive, this tech is amazing. It hurts for me to say.
But they have their own cars in China. What I'm saying is here, we need less.
But it's just been aggravating me. I don't know. I'm turning into an angry old man, bro.
I wish I was good with cars. I would just buy a really cool old car and fix it up. But I can't even change the tire.
Yeah.
We tried that once.
Well, you
almost broke my car.
You could go to a mechanic.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you though.
Yeah, and also I don't know, like it doesn't help. You'd rather have your card, know what you're doing. You can fix it yourself. Every time something happens, you got to call a real adult. It's embarrassing.
I would love that, man. I would love to open like, but this would take like billions of dollars, like a museum of cars, and it's like its own castle far away. It's like
you want to be Jay Leno.
Jay Leno, but like next level.
You want to be Jay Lardo.
And like you have a museum of cars, and you go through everything. You go through all the cars that have ever existed, and you have a model. And
I think that's what he does.
You have all
I think
the models.
he has a museum like that.
Yeah, and then you have the ones that you got that you modified as well. Then you have like, how does the suspension work? How does this work? Then you have like racetracks, and it's a whole experience. And people come, they could pay to be on the racetrack and shit.
Important question: have you played any good games lately?
Not really.
Me neither.
I've been playing a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, that was a good game. I had that. Yeah,
Been playing that.
that was fun.
Total War, the Total War game.
Oh, you love Total War.
But they
I used to
ruined-
love Rome Total War. I had it on my computer,
Yeah.
but it takes too much time. I can't. If that in Civilization, I can't open up anymore because I'm too busy and it'll consume a whole day.
Oh, dude, it's insane. I could start at 8 p.m., stop at 5 a.m.
Plus, it's my fault too because I'm a lunatic. I take shit really personal.
Yeah, me too.
Like no, but a lot. And this is a computer. This is an AI. This isn't even another human being.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, for Gandhi is talking to me, and then Gandhi for some reason he's Muslim and like they're Islam, and then they converted one of my cities. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do? That's my civilization. And then I get so mad at that. It's not even his fault. It's just that the city next to him is, let's say, Islamic, and mine's a new city. So it's easily influenced. I get so mad. I'm like, now I'm going full Holocaust. And now I got to commit a genocide against all these fucking people based on that one thing. It's insane.
Me, Total War, it's allies that'll break agreements with me.
I go crazy.
I'll go, you break an agreement with me?
I'm
and
gonna
then like
murder your whole family.
the game penalizes you if you declare war on them. But I'm like,
I'm declaring war.
oh no.
Yeah, you don't do this.
And then like I could be getting attacked by 3 different
It
enemies.
doesn't matter.
But it's
the
like,
barbarians will wait. The barbarians will wait. I'm coming for you.
yeah, but I gotta teach them a fucking lesson. And then like towards the end of when I'm about to annihilate them, they're always like, peace treaty, peace treaty, peace treaty. They're offering me like a ton of money, and I'm like, no. This is beyond money.
I remember one time I was playing Civ, not the one that's the one before where like the religion was like a big thing.
Yeah.
But you don't always choose. Like sometimes it's random what religion you're gonna like discover. Anyways, so I think
Oh, you discover a religion.
I think the Sultan, I think for some reason the Turkish guys, they were Jewish. I don't remember what it was like.
Oh, that's funny.
So I was like, first of all, this is retarded. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. You're talking to me. You're wearing a turban. You're Jewish. I don't know what's going on here. So, and I remember
He's
just being
making
pissed.
deals and beating his wife.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's like, that's the deal. So every time there was something that didn't make sense, I'd be like, I gotta wipe these people off the map. Like it was like George Washington, United States of America, but they were Hindu. I go, this doesn't make sense. You're out of here.
Oh, fuck, bro.
No, have fun with Civilization. Yeah, but it would take too much time.
I'm picturing a Turkish Jew
Yeah, I remember it was like Rome.
negotiating with his wife. What is he gonna use to beat her?
I remember it was Rome. It was Rome. It was Caesar, and he was Eastern Orthodox, or like Greek.
Oh, that's criminal.
And then my people were Catholic for some reason, or
Oh,
Protestant, and I
that's
was like,
crazy.
I was like, oh, this is everyone's dying.
Oh,
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, the dumbest things make me mad. Yeah, or if there's a water country that's not near the water, I'll get pissed.
What?
Because there's some countries that they're made like they're naval countries, but they have no.
Such as?
Just because it's random, like they're strong in naval stuff. Let's say like Japan, or like they're strong in naval
Oh,
stuff.
but they start in like
or they're landlocked.
Yugoslavia.
No, they're landlocked.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you shouldn't exist on this map. I'm blowing you up.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, either you take over someone that's near water, or I'm killing you.
You just like things to be in harmony.
Every time I would develop nukes, it'd be over for everyone.
Really?
Once I get to nukes, you're fucked. One wrong trade deal, and I'm blowing up your biggest city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. And then I had war.
shit.
I had mech warriors. Like I had, bro.
No way.
I would rule with an iron fist.
God damn.
I don't fuck around.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what I would do is, even though there's allies, but they're getting too strong, I would have nuclear subs and always ready. And then the second something would go awry, bro, everyone's getting bombed.
You're just the fucking
Bro, they've been ready for 30 years. I've been waiting for an excuse.
Nah, bro. You're diabolical.
Super fun.
You're diabolical.
And normally it's something like Gandhi will say something that offends me. He's like, I denounce you. I go, you denounce me, Gandhi? You denounce me?
Honestly,
India's not going to exist in 3 turns.
for real, you have to live stream that shit.
Yeah,
You have to live stream that shit.
it is ridiculous. I go
That's
crazy.
so insane.
Like,
It's
oh,
so
you're
funny.
denouncing me. You're denouncing me, Gandhi. Okay, wait.
I live streamed Diablo 4 a while ago, and I had a druid. I created a new character just for the live stream, and I wanted to create a trans character.
Yeah, trans
I-
what? Continental.
I called it Transmission.
Okay, and the character was trans.
the character was trans.
Like it was a male body but female voice.
no,
like
it was a female
okay.
that was really fat with a male voice,
I'm just saying you're not
which is a lesbian.
you're not pitching far from home. I'm just
And I kept making jokes in the live stream of like stuff that were related to what I did, you know, and people really enjoyed
you just
it.
created Rosie O'Donnell.
And I called it. It was a trans character because it was a druid, so you could transform into different animals.
I don't think that's what a trans is.
No, I know, but like that's how I
Okay.
interpreted it. That was my interpretation.
You're allowed. 2025. You're allowed. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to be, you are.
So like I think stuff like that. If we fuck around on a live stream,
It's funny.
it's
Yeah,
fun.
people will
It's
enjoy
funny.
that shit.
Yeah, like I Show Speed, dude. I Show Speed. I think is one of the most famous people in the world now.
He's having fun. No, he's a black
Yeah,
kid.
and it's 'cause-
Apparently he's like a really cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because of him. I'm seeing all the live streams, like in China and shit.
Yeah, I like. For some reason, he's one of those guys that I really, really like. He just seems like a genuinely fun kid having fun.
Yeah, and he's
He's just having a good time. He's happy.
Yeah,
I like
he's
those kind
living
of people.
life. He
No agenda
and I think he may have unlocked the mystery
of what.
to life.
Just be cool.
What you're supposed to do.
Yeah, be cool. Be
Like,
black.
he-
You're
and
gonna
he
make it.
crashes out every 10 seconds. He freaks out. He's yelling. Oh, his
I
eyeballs
like that.
are
Yeah, he's
gonna
having
pop out
fun.
of his head.
Yeah, he's having fun. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I have nothing. Like even though he says stuff I don't agree with, it's like okay, he doesn't agree, but like yeah, whatever. Like
He's a
just-
good dude.
He's chilling. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's chilling.
He loves Ronaldo.
Yeah, he's a
Who
super big
doesn't?
fan.
I like Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm sorry that we made him cry in 2004, but
yeah.
he ended up winning a few years later.
You know, enough time passes and some people are hated. Like I feel like Ronaldo was one of the most hated people.
Which I never understood because he was just really, really awesome at his sport.
Yeah.
And he never talked shit.
Well, there was a few aspects. There was that is the entire industry was jealous of him.
Yeah. Huge.
The FIFA was industry. The FIFA was jealous of him. He never won an award.
No, well, he did win some. He won a lot of awards, but they kept pushing like only Messi.
Yeah.
Messi.
Yeah.
But Ronaldo was, I would always want, if I had a team, I would rather Ronaldo. Not that I don't like Messi. I love Messi. I think Messi is amazing. But there's something amazing
But
about Ronaldo.
Ronaldo was a machine.
machine.
He still is. You know what I mean? And I think part of the reason why he got some of the hate is also men were jealous.
Maybe, yeah.
I think just a lot of men were jealous.
I love Ronaldo.
Because women found him hot. You know what I mean? So fuck.
Ronaldo had one problem.
Yeah.
He was Portuguese. But you can't win them all. You can't win them all, right?
You know what's funny, man?
Huh.
I keep forgetting he's Portuguese.
Yeah.
I keep thinking he's like Spanish or some shit.
Yeah, if he could be so lucky.
Because the Portuguese, like to him, is insulting. I find. What is this guy Portuguese? Get the fuck out of here! The guy's a Spaniard, clearly. You know, like,
no, he's Portuguese. I like the Portuguese though.
No, they're
I
good
like
people.
their food.
Oh, dude.
I'm a big-
Oh, fuck! My girl brought me to this Portuguese place.
Which one?
Oh my god!
Which one? I'm interested. I love Portuguese
It's
food.
like a staple. It was
Gallo?
no.
Gallo's my
It
favorite
was like downtown Mount Royal, like the plateau around
Okay.
there, and like it's always busy in the
Did you
summer.
have
There's
chicken?
lineups. Dude, they had a Portuguese poutine, and it had like chorizo with fucking their chicken, and I had their sandwich. Dude, it was fucking phenomenal. It was insane. I forgot the name of the
Portuguese
place.
are
I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna text you the place after. But it was so good, and it's not like a restaurant where you sit down. It's like you go, you order, then you gotta wait, and you're kind of holding your plate, and you gotta.
I like that. Well, they have like
seat.
Cocorico and they have those like I like those kind of places.
Yeah, I forgot the name. I'm gonna text it to you after.
Fine, yeah,
Dude,
I love
it
Portuguese
was-
food.
It was. I think the Portuguese have the science of making chicken. Down
Bro, they've
to-
cornered that market. There is no one
Yeah,
that's gonna come close
yeah,
to the Portuguese chicken game. Their fucking logo is a rooster. Like they
Yeah.
know what they're talking about. The
yeah. No one. Yeah, I think no one could do chicken better than Portuguese.
No, it's so good.
Why do you
The,
think that
the
is?
only chicken I like more, or is like my mom has that lemon chicken with potatoes, but apart from that,
Yeah,
that's the only one thing. Whereas the Portuguese, anything to do with chicken, they're gonna dominate. Bro.
But the only reason you like that chicken more is because of the emotional attachment.
No,
to it,
I love the taste.
Oh, okay.
I love the taste. Anyone could make it if it's made like that. The taste, the lemon, I love that stuff. But I always eat Portuguese food. I love Portuguese chicken. The spice, oh, bro,
Like
I'm getting hungry.
Italians are the
I love the
best at
skin
pasta
off
and
it.
pizza.
You know, the skin is good. The spicy skin off the chicken.
Yeah.
So good.
And it's all kind of crunchy and chewy.
And the Portuguese bread.
The bread, I'm not a big fan of.
You don't like the Portuguese bread?
I'm gonna be honest.
It goes so good. The Portuguese bread with Portuguese chicken.
It does, but
You ever had their bifanas, their sandwiches they have, the pork sandwiches and all that? They're fucking delicious,
yeah,
bro.
but the bread is too flaky. I find.
I love it, bro. And if they toast it for you too, on the
You
grill.
want to talk about bread? You know what bread?
I'm gonna go grab one later. Actually, I'm gonna go to fucking Portugal.
You spoke about bread. Every time somebody says the word bread, you know what bread I automatically think of? Bread in Italy.
You keep going back to that Italy
Dude,
thing.
you don't understand. No, you don't understand. Especially the place that I went to that specializes in focaccias. They have the best focaccia. Or where
Get the focaccia out of here.
it's where the focaccia originated from. Dude, I woke up one morning and that was the first thing I had. And it was like a ham and cheese focaccia with like bacon. Like it was like double pork with like ricotta. Oh, dude. And olive oil.
This is the Fat Man's podcast. I love it.
You don't understand, bro. It was I've never had it. It's like chasing the dragon. I know if I don't go back there, I'm never gonna have bread like that ever again in my life.
We don't know this for sure. I will tell you something. You need to find kind of like we have some of the small Greek spots that have the real food.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, there's good Italian bakeries that have the legit shit that we want.
Probably.
We have to go find it though. I'm gonna ask some
Yeah.
Italians because for sure they have. Because not every Italian bakery is bro mi appuzzin. Not everything. They have real Italians too, bro.
But those bakeries are well hidden.
Yeah. So you have to speak to a real Italian to
Yeah.
find out.
But I can't have bread no more. I'm on a strict diet.
Good.
I'm doing the no carb thing.
It helps. For me, it changed everything.
I'm
You-
278 now.
yeah, but that's a
277.
loss. You lost weight.
Yeah,
You're losing
well, I was 295 a few months ago.
There you go.
I'm down to 278. I'm losing, but I forgot how, because I never used to get food videos
In your algorithm.
in my algorithm, and now I haven't eaten, like I don't eat carbs for like, it's been a week to 2 weeks now, and like, dude, my feed is just sweets and food and burgers and pizzas and pasta and fucking and expensive desserts and Dubai chocolate, and it's just that. I'm sitting there in my living room and I'm like, so you know what I do to hit that craving?
Masturbate.
Close. Apple with almond butter.
You eat almond butter?
Yeah.
All right, stop the podcast. Get out of here.
Dude, hold on. You may make fun of me, but that apple with almond butter is fucking delicious. It is so good.
Why don't you eat it like an adult with peanut butter?
I tried it.
Organic peanut butter.
I tried it. I do have organic peanut butter.
Me too.
I tried the almond.
I get organic crunchy peanut butter.
Me too. But the almond butter is better.
Let me tell you something. Stop saying stuff. That's crazy. It's going to get you in trouble. What I like to do, peanut butter of the organic variety, crunchy,
Yeah.
Greek yogurt,
Ooh.
Greek honey,
Ooh.
sliced bananas,
Ooh.
eat it
Ooh.
with a spoon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Ah, we're such fat
Then
fucks.
beat up minorities. So I have a strategy of what I do.
No, but the almond butter with
Stop saying. First of all, stop saying almond.
It's-
You mean almond?
Oh, it's almond.
It's not almond. It's almond.
No, it's salmon almond.
No. It's not. There's two different words. Stop saying almond butter. I'm getting frustrated. Almond butter.
But with the
And
apple,
even
it's-
that almond butter, it gets me angry when you say it.
it's really good. It's surprisingly good. I was not expecting it. So to hit that sweet craving, I'll have that, and I'll have the banana with the crunchy peanut butter.
I love it.
Oh, it's very good.
Organic. So organic peanut butter, you know the rule. When you open it, you gotta mush it so that it gets the
you-
oils.
me-
And then when you put it in the fridge, you flip it upside down.
Oh,
Yeah, do that.
okay. Upside
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
¿Por
Keep
qué?
it upside down. Because the oil, so it doesn't stay in one place. So it's all wet.
Also, when you flip it back,
And then you pour it out. So it always stays on top, so that the stuff that you eat is like it's not dry. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
the only thing I don't like about these organic peanut butters and organic almond butter is
It's associated to a lot of mental retardation.
no, it's so liquidy.
That's
So
what I'm saying. You
It's,
gotta,
yeah, it's
and
very
then
har-
it becomes normal.
It's very hard to spread.
No. That's what I'm saying is when you first open it, you gotta fucking.
I
like,
did that. I even fingered it.
You went a bit too far. You went a bit too far.
I think that's what it
You're
is.
like,
It
I
got
stuck my
wet.
dick in the peanut butter.
It got wet after.
Yeah, it got too wet. Then you gotta dig it out a bit. It's this whole thing, and then you gotta. Yeah, it's just weird. It is a bit more wet than.
But I'll be honest, I actually prefer the taste of organic peanut butter. I prefer it to the fake shit.
But you have to find a good. Because I tried 3 different organic stuff.
Yeah.
3 different organic, and they all tasted different. And I didn't like 2 of them. I'll show you the one. It's the simplest one that I found at the grocery store. Life something. Amazing. Delicious. And it's just, what's the ingredient? Peanuts.
Me, you know what I want to find, and I have a really hard time finding this. And my girlfriend's like, "You're never going to find it."
A woman that's attracted to you.
Is
She looked you in the eyes.
yeah,
She looked you in the eyes, she's just stabbing you.
is pizza without bread, but like without like.
Well,
that's
okay, what would they
zero
use?
carb
I would
bread.
love that, but what would they use as an alternative?
Look, pizza does it, but it's still unhealthy.
That's disgusting. Don't even mention pizza. Look,
They
I'm
do
going to
it
pretend you didn't say that.
cauliflower.
Rewind.
They do it cauliflower. Flour. They take cauliflower, they grind it down to like a dust, they make it into a dough, and then that's what they use as the dough.
What else is in it?
That's it.
It can't just be cauliflower.
Add water and stuff, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, and they turn it into a paste and they spread it out.
I could eat that. I could eat
breaks.
cauliflower.
It breaks a little more, but I don't want to have to order that every time. It's like fucking $35 for a pizza this small, which is a fucking scam.
You
Like,
talking about pizza?
yeah.
No, it's disgusting. I'm talking about making or finding a place that has that too. Why can you make your own cauliflower dough?
Look, my girl did this thing with ricotta cheese. She made dough out of ricotta cheese, but it still has some carbohydrates. There was still flour and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I want to find ready-made breads that have 0 carbohydrates.
Well, if it's bread, it's gonna have carbs. But you don't need 0 carbs. I was being taught this. You could use some carbs, but it's gotta be the right ones.
Yeah.
Remember like that song? You got the right stuff,
Look, if you're,
baby.
please comment. Somebody
Pizza with cauliflower.
as little carbohydrates as possible. I don't care if it's not bread or if it's like a simulation of
What about
fucking bread.
non-bread pizza?
No, that's even worse, bro.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah, that's even worse. All the butter, all the this, all that.
What
want,
about pita?
bro, pizza is
What
life.
about a pita? Greek pizza.
Still bad.
You had
for
Greek
you.
pizza?
No,
Yeah, you
but
had.
of course, but
Oh,
still
I miss it.
But still bad for you. Still gonna fatten you up.
Everything's bad for you.
Yeah. But at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if oxygen is slowly killing us.
It is.
You know?
I guarantee you, you're breathing, one day you won't.
Oh, you know what's really good for you? You know what's really good for you? Whiskey.
That's not true. That is an alcoholic's
That's very
coping
true.
mechanism.
No, that's very true. I watched a video.
Whiskey is not very good for you.
I watched a video. You talking about nuclear blasts and shit. Obviously in moderation. Like if you take a shot a week, right? I was watching a video where they put bacteria under a microscope and then they take a drop of whiskey and drop it onto the bacteria. And no lie, it looks like a nuclear bomb went off. Just
Yeah,
kills
of
all the
course.
bacteria. Kills all the bacteria.
Yeah, but you do realize you shouldn't be killing all of the bacteria in your belly. Like you do need bacteria.
No, but like what you could do if you're sick, you can like, I don't know, like rub it on your neck.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But it's not saying that
You know,
it's so good for you. You're just gonna keep downing whiskey.
Metaxa, my mother had Metaxa at home, and whenever I got sick, I'll just take a swig, go.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
of course.
and
But
then-
that doesn't
and
mean,
then
dude.
swallow.
Of course, when you're sick, you take medication. But medication's not good for you to keep taking
No,
medication.
but it was alcohol.
No, but what, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that in a use case, if you need it and you use it, that's fine. That it's good for you to keep taking. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just because something like when that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's,
But have you ever seen an alcoholic that's sick?
Yes, they're mostly sick.
Oh.
Guido's normally shitting, sneezing, and doing all that. Don't you remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but that's Guido.
The alcohol and the crack fight each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. There's a constant inner turmoil, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're just an alcoholic,
No, I see alcoholics. They're sick.
Yeah.
too. Yeah. I don't know who told you that alcoholics don't get sick. That's an insane statement. That is lunatic shit.
but that's why pirates would drink rum all the time. Would fight off.
That is not
bacterias.
why pirates would drink. Pirates were uneducated, and they all had scurvy.
I mean, they sailed the seas. How uneducated were they?
Pirates?
Yeah.
Yeah, they sealed the seas. One captain was leading that. You know, the pirates that were with him didn't know what the fuck's going on. They were there for pillaging and raping.
They were just ah.
Yeah, they had wooden teeth.
It's true, eh?
That was awful. They had scurvy, bro.
Ugh.
Yeah, the only person I met now that has scurvy is Alex. Alex had scurvy. Or they thought he had scurvy, but it turned
yeah.
into some kind of eczema. Yeah. Scurvy.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Scurvy and gout. Another
gout,
one of those
I have
diseases.
to. You know how some people have to be careful, watch out for diabetes.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. I gotta watch out for gout.
How come? Are you sure? Did they tell you? So you're making this up?
So yeah, my doctor, because I did the blood test. Actually, I have to go do blood tests again. I have the paper. I haven't called yet, and everything's good. Blood sugar is good. Everything is fantastic. I have a resistance to. I don't have insulin resistance. I have the opposite. Like even though I could have sweets, and I'm good. I could have sugar and I'm good for like a while. Obviously, it'll spike and I'll crash like everyone else. But like I have less chances of having diabetes.
Okay.
Where I'm sensitive is stuff that are too salty. Too salty, I could develop gout in my 50s and 60s.
You're a salty boy.
If I have too much like and not the processed salts, but like the stuff that are like have way too much. Fuck, what's the word I'm looking for?
Grease?
Sodium.
Sodium, yeah, salt.
Anything too high in sodium risks. I don't have a resistance to that, but everything else.
All those
I'm fine.
frozen pizzas and shit like that, huge sodium.
Yeah, I haven't had a frozen pizza. I think in a year.
You shouldn't. You should eat them warm. You
You
should wait till they're cooked.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what's crazy, bro? I lost 45 pounds during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
All I was having was omelets, and on weekends I would have a Delissio stuffed crust pizza.
I can't believe it's not delivery.
And I lost 45 pounds, bro. That was
It's delivery? No, it's delicious. Do you remember those commercials?
yeah.
And they're like, well, these guys are so catchy. It's so smart. It's not delivery, it's Delicio, because pizza's normally delivered. And these guys are called Delicio. It's kind of delicious and it rhymes with delivery.
But you know what? It was fucking catchy, bro. Because
Yeah.
you would repeat that shit and you'd make people laugh. Like I remember being on the game chat with Alex and Don, and I would they would ask me they'd hear me.
Yeah.
What are you eating? Pizza. They go, oh, where'd you deliver from? It's not delivery, bro. It's Delicio. And they would laugh. Like
It's so fat and retarded.
Exactly. Nah, bro. It's Delicio.
I'm an aristocrat. I got a freezer full of these motherfuckers.
Then I had my frozen burrito phase.
I remember that was insane. Guys, I'm gonna lose weight. How? I bought 900 burritos on sale, and I'm gonna take 2 out a day. How many did you take out yesterday? 9. Like, Poseidon, I don't think this is gonna work. It's gonna work. I remember the burrito phase. That was wacky. I haven't had a good burrito in a while.
Oh shit.
I haven't had good burritos.
Yeah, they're always good. I realize it's hard to fuck up a burrito.
You can fuck up anything. That's what I realized. Like,
Yeah, I
anything can be
guess.
fucked. Like, you go to the wrong place.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to places, I'm like, how'd you fuck this up? Even pizza. You go to places, you're like,
Yeah.
how is your pizza this shit? Like, it takes,
Yeah.
10% more effort to make a 50% better pizza?
Not even. I think you have to actively try to fuck up pizza. Like I'm more impressed at when people fuck pizza up.
Because once you
Then-
get the
then
dough,
they
if
don't.
you know how to do the
Yeah.
dough, you should be fine. How do you do a proper dough and then still fuck up the pizza?
You want to talk fucking pizza, bro? It brought me back to like Greece, how they make their pizza. It's almost very similar taste.
With the blood of Albanians and Pakistanis.
Hey, I went to this restaurant in Trois-Rivières.
Yo,
It's called,
3 Rivers.
and I wanna do a documentary on this place because there's a lot of wacky stories. I don't know if I should talk about them.
Is it illegal?
Yeah, it's illegal.
Let's talk about
But
it.
this was like 50, 60 years ago, so whatever. The statute of limitations or whatever.
It's not a statue, but yeah, go on. There's it says it's limitations and it's this big statue. And if it falls outside that statue, it's not cool.
It's called Le Grec.
The Greek.
The Le Grec. And I swear to God, their restaurant is a staple in Trois-Rivières.
Are they actually Greeks?
Yeah, the owner is still
Okay.
half Greek, right? It's a lady. I met her. She gave me a business card because I want to do a documentary on them. And
Is she aware that you've never filmed a documentary?
no,
Okay, I'm just saying.
but I'm gonna find someone who knows how to film documentaries, and
Okay.
I'm gonna produce it with no money.
Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna give me a secret recipe. I'm gonna sell some pizzas to finance the documentary on your pizzas.
So their dining area is sectioned off into 3 areas. They can seat about 350 people, which is insane.
Black, white, trans. Why is it 3 areas?
Well, because it's so big, they have to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I just thought there was a story behind that.
No, just the square footage is so big, and their kitchen
Men,
is,
women, whatever the fuck that is.
their kitchen is humongous. I think they have about 25 people working in it.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, it's insane. Their pizza is so good. They have two goats in the two sheep in the back. You remember the video I took of the sheep? That's where that
What?
was. No, they have two sheep.
What's a good pizza restaurant? How do you know it's good? You know it's good by the amount of goats.
No, they have, because when the
Hold on. How many? Hold on. You think you got nice pizzas at your restaurant? How many goats? How many goats are Pizza Napolitan right now? How many? Tell me right now. How many? What? Zero goats. That's 0 stars.
no, at all times they got two sheep in the back in a small barn.
Yeah.
And they use the cheese from those sheep to make some of the cheese.
This is wild, yeah.
But they have so many people that can't use all the cheese, so they ordered some of the cheese. That's the video I took on Instagram. Me going back to the sheep. You know what I mean?
That was a restaurant.
It was that place.
How did no one realize that when you were with sheep and goats, you were at a fine dining establishment?
They have the restaurant and
A petting zoo.
and they have basically a miniature petting zoo with two sheep. And those are pretty big sheep. I was
That's
surprised.
a big leap. Like Gordon Ramsay gets mad if you have too many items on the menu.
For real, Gordon,
and these guys are like, bro, we have a fucking petting zoo.
Bro, for real, Gordon Ramsay has to go to this place.
He'd
and he
kill
has
everyone.
to react. He has to react to this place. First of all, their food is
Why the
amazing.
goats? It reeks of goat shit.
No, the sheep are outside of the restaurant.
Why is the Arab man fucking that goat?
The sheep aren't allowed in the restaurant. Okay. Anyways, so I want to do.
I mean, I beg to differ. Seeing you, I feel like they were allowed.
And this place, I think it existed in the 50s and 60s. It came to existence.
Okay.
So it's a staple in Trois-Rivières. You talk about Le Grec and Trois-Rivières, they go, oh, fuck.
They don't think it's me or you. They know it's that restaurant.
It's that restaurant. We've been overshadowed by this establishment.
I don't have any goats and sheep, so I get it.
And I had their pizza, and I have to say, fucking phenomenal. Outshines most of the fast food pizzerias here that we have.
Should outshine all the fast food pizzerias. Only the good pizzerias should be on that.
Well, even better than a lot of the good pizzerias we have here. I'll be honest with you.
Is it thin crust though? Because I don't like this thick Greek pizza.
It's not thin crust. It's that thick Greek pizza, but it's
like
well done, and there's a secret ingredient. It's
No, I just don't like it. It makes you feel heavy.
They pour 7-Up in the dough.
Yeah, that's what Guido was telling us. Club soda, he puts it in the dough, and it's amazing.
No, but I'm telling you, it's so soft. And when it graces your mouth, oh my God, P. Oh my God, it's I could
you
eat
could
that.
barely taste the goat shit.
Exactly,
Yeah, I like it.
because it adds.
I'm gonna go now when I'm gonna be in Three Rivers for a show in August.
I'm
gonna go visit.
You have to. You have to have their pizza.
I will.
And so what happened was, it was a Greek that opened it, and what happened was he would hire Greeks.
There was Greeks in Trois-Rivières.
Yeah, because it was cheap labor.
Yeah.
And what happened was because they didn't have their papers.
It was cheap labor, but it was very annoying. It kept complaining. The labor kept complaining about everything and arguing.
Well, they lived in the attic of the restaurant.
Okay, very Anne Frank style.
Yeah, they lived in the ceiling of the restaurant. And,
Are you harboring Greeks?
And
no, just the goats.
And in the day, I think the sheep was a distraction. You know,
Yeah. Like, are you Greeks in the attic? Look at that goat.
So in the day, they would come down from the attic and they would work in the kitchen. They were cooks. You know what I mean? And this is a true story, by the way.
Wouldn't it be funny if they're like, "Are you harboring Greeks in the attic?" He's like, well, "Who else is gonna fuck the goat?"
And in order for them to get their papers, they married Quebecois women, and that's how they got their papers. So this Greek would, I guess, smuggle in Greeks through his restaurant. They would work in the restaurant. And then they would marry French waitresses.
The Underground Federal Railroad. I like it.
To get their papers. So it became an establishment. That's how a lot of Greeks in Trois-Rivières got their papers. I guess.
And that's how a lot of Quebecois fathers pawned off the daughters they didn't want.
And now the owner, she's half Quebecois, half Greek, because I think the
father
owner
was.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And
Is she cute?
No, she looks like my mom.
No,
but younger.
But can you see that younger? Would she be a good-looking woman?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the mix is good. Normally,
It's a very good
Quebecois,
mix.
because there's a lot of Quebecois men. There's a lot of Greek men that marry Quebecois women.
Yeah.
And they have good-looking kids often.
Yeah. Well, look at Joseph's kid. Good-looking kid.
Yes, exactly.
You know
Yeah,
what I
we
mean?
mix well.
Or look at Legacy, our boy Legacy.
Yeah, we do. We
Good-looking
mix
kid.
well. We
You know
mix
what I-
well.
we mix well
Quebecois
with,
and Greek, they make beautiful babies.
Yeah.
Because some don't mix well. Some races don't mix well. You have disgusting babies.
Yeah.
Quebecois and Greeks mix well.
Dude, you want to hear a crazy mix? Brazilian and Japanese.
That already sounds sexy.
It's Google it after.
It sounds
You're
sexy
gonna-
and racist.
You're gonna thank me later. So that's the story of this restaurant, and they're a staple, and it's just a gold mine. Like, I think that restaurant is gonna be there for the next 100 years, and their food is delicious.
Not if you provide the documentary for them.
No, but anyways, I don't think I was allowed to say any of this.
Yeah. So look, everyone's getting arrested.
Look, these are the stories I heard. Okay, I don't. It's all
Revenue Quebec breaks in there like, are there Greeks in the attic? And then you have Uncle Stavros.
It's all allegedly. So apparently that's the story of this restaurant, and that's why it became so famous. Is the French women loved going there as well because of the Greek men. So
I noticed that too. I thought that was a joke. I thought they were making fun of me and you. But Quebecois women do like Greek men. Why? Yeah. I don't mean we're retarded. I just mean like, what's the difference between a Greek man and let's say an Italian man? Like, what's so special about a Greekster? Like, I think we're awesome, but what's the difference that they notice? I don't get.
I think that we're similar
because they do like us.
I think we're similar to Quebecois men in the sense of we're rebellious.
Yeah,
we don't like to play by the rules, but I feel like we're just a little bit more passionate than the men.
And less retarded than the Italians.
And less retarded than the Italians. Because the Italians, it's like, ooh. And then it's like, they talk retarded, and they're like, what the fuck, And then we're less retarded than, we're like a nice middle ground. We have more passion.
Less retarded?
Less retarded.
We like to work?
We like to work.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sets them off because it's everything they like already.
Yeah.
Just
with an accent.
With an accent and the volume turned a little up.
This is exotic Jean-Guy.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So
this is Jean-Guy with feta.
So I think that's what it is. I think we remind them we're familiar, but also different.
Like we're spicy.
Exactly.
We're poutine with some fucking cayenne.
There you go.
Or tzatziki in this case.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is.
All right. Well, look, Poseidon, we're gonna get out of here so I can watch my soccer game. It already started.
Your soccer game. How long did we do?
We did an hour.
Oh, that's it. Fuck, I was just getting started.
Oh, you're just getting started. Normally it would have been longer. But you've been busy. You've been running away. The Intellectuals is on every week. This might even be a Patreon only podcast for the patrons. Yeah, who knows? It was a fun time. So Poseidon, we're going to be seeing more Poseidon. Recently, you haven't seen him in a lot of episodes just because he's been busy. He's running around trying to get his real estate license.
Yes.
And he's fucking petting goats, apparently.
Sheep.
Those
sheep were stocky, by the way, eh? They're well fed. They are well-fed sheep. Like, I've never seen such tough sheep, by the way.
What do you mean tough? What, you should have fucked them? Like,
no, they were tough. They were tough, for real. Like, you could tell.
They put up a fight.
You could tell their energy. They were strong. They were strong sheep.
Like, normally, normally I would classify it as just lovemaking. It was a rape.
Very muscular.
They fought back.
Very muscular.
Thank you, guys. Go fuck yourself.
We've built this prison cell 'cause we can't trust ourselves.